Welcome to day 14 of Parents Awakening series. Yes, day 14. How are you doing? How patient are you with your child? Be honest. On a scale of 0 to 10, 7, 2, 8, 10. How patient are you with your child? My name is Blessing Oladimeji, and today we'll be sharing on patience. Patience. One thing or one major thing I have learned on the parenting journey is being patient. I have learned to be patient. That's one gift that parenting dashed me. I learned to be patient with my children. Growing up, maybe your parents were not even patient with you and you did not like it. Our parents were not patient with us, of course, because most of them did not even understand us. But I always want us to do better as parents. So, what are the things to remember, and how can you be patient with your child? I can hear someone saying, Blessing, it's not easy to be patient with these children. In fact, you've not met my children. It's very difficult to be patient with them. But I'm going to give us tips that can help us to be more patient with our children. The first tip is this: to be more patient with your child, you must always have the age of your child at the back of your mind. How old is this child? When your child has done anything, the first thing is, how old is this child? So when you look at the age of the child, it helps you to know, is this a bad behavior? Is this an appropriate behavior? Is this child just being a child, operating at their age level? That helps you. So when your child has done something, these are all the things that you are remembering before you take any action. And I'm also trying to teach us how to control our emotions, because as parents, we find it very difficult to control our emotions. And I guess it's because we always see ourselves as authority in our children's lives and that they are beneath us and we're above them. Once you change that lens and you see things differently, you don't see that my child is beneath me and I'm above. You'll be more patient with your child. The same way you're patient with your boss, the same way you're patient with some people that are older than you. You can be exactly patient with your children in that same manner. It's just something that can be learned. So always remember the age of your child. How old is this child? So this child is not wicked. This child is not doing this thing intentionally. This child is actually behaving is our age. The second thing to consider is the development milestone of your child. The development milestone of our children are very, very important. And it's something that is very, very important to consider. Because, yes, some children are 5, but they're operating at 2-year old, probably because of an illness or a disability, because of maybe they're on a spectrum. It can be anything. So the development milestone of our children should always be considered before we get so impatient with them. I know it's very, very tough for special needs parents. And I want to just tell you today, if you're a special needs parent, that you are doing a lot of work. Your patience level sometimes might even run out. You might just run out of patience with your child because it's an unexpected parenting journey. It's something you did not plan. So I would just encourage you that you just calm down and focus on the development milestone on your child, and also see your child, observe the progress in your child to be able to say, we're making progress. This child was not doing this thing last year, but this year This child is doing it. This child is getting there. So I know it can be very, very tough, and I empathize with you in that situation. So the development milestone of our children should always be considered. And that's why you see that some children are younger and they're doing things faster than the older child. You want to check with that child's development milestone. They're not at that pace yet, but you just need to guide them. You need to encourage them, and they will keep moving up that same way. The third thing to consider when seeing that, oh, I have to be patient with my children, we have to consider the child. We have to see things through the mind of a child, see things through the eyes of a child. So when you're telling a child it's time to go home, a child is not saying that you as an adult, you want to go home and sleep. You want to just go to your house. You want to go back to your house. Sometimes children don't want to go back to their homes. Not that they don't love you or love their homes, but they just find that outside can be more interesting. So when we see things through the eyes of a child, it helps us a lot to calm down and see that, okay, this child is just seeing things through the eyes of that child. Then we let the child know that, hey, I understand how you feel, I empathize, but things have to end now. The fourth thing is to have realistic expectations with our children. Let's be realistic in our expectations. Don't expect too much. Don't think that they just get things, especially if we have not taught them things. Don't let's assume that children know things and you just feel they should be able to figure things out. We should teach first, observe after teaching to see if they've gotten it right. And that's how to help our children. So we need to be patient with our children. Don't think they'll be as fast as you. Don't think they will think fast the way you would, or don't think that your children will just be very logical with things. It will take a while. So this should help us to be patient with our children. Trust you have learned something today again, and you will share this video, and you will most importantly apply it on your parenting journey. I remain Blessing Oladimeji. Thank you for watching. See you. Bye.